to the left hash mark.
Hey, I totally forgot about Colin's party tonight. So Jacob will need normal shoes. Do you have a pair of flip-flops at y'all's house for him?
Mom, can you just bring me my shoes?
Can you bring his shoes over?
No, we don't.
Okay. Yeah, Jacob, you need to make sure you take a good shower, wash your hair, and put deodorant on to go to Colin's party.
What time is it?
What time is the party?
6.
6.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. And Hunter and Jacob are invited, so take a look.
Okay.
Hunter, you want to come?
Okay. Alright, cool. I'll drop them off.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
And they'll actually have backup tight end Carter Harrison H back in the backfield. Well, he's probably going to look to throw here in a 4-wide outset on first down and 10 at the Texas 43. Now they shift one man. It's Margaret Foster. Gets it on a receiver screen. They're cutting around on the speed sweep. And he's
What?
only able to pick up maybe 3 yards.
Don't know.
Looks like he only got a couple. In fact, they're going to put it down at the 41. A 2-yard carry. Anthony Cook and Caden Stearns team up on the tackle at second down and 8 for the Horned Frogs.
That time they were able to string it out, and then Caden Stearns came in to lower the boom.
Lined up Foster in the slot on that first down play. Now, Marquay Foster's in the backfield, offset to the right side. Max Dunn. Receivers wide left for the Horned Frogs. Two on the short side. Gives split right. Foster goes to first down. Backfield Duggan back to throw inside. Pass to Duggan. At the 35. It's short of the first down, I think. It is by Quentin Johnson. A tip drill. The ball was not intended for Quentin Johnson. As Duggan was trying to go downfield, it was deflected at the line, but then caught on the carom by Johnson. Now, third and a yard for TCU. Duggan pushing forward, and he's got enough for the first down.
My goodness, how about that? Putting third and long.
And now TCU in field range. Now, it will wind 5-14 in counting. Texas 29, TCU 26, first and 10 Horned Frogs at the Walmart 31-yard line. Walmart did what they did, got the pressure, and they actually got a
Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to give me.
From the right hash mark at the Texas 31. 3 receivers now wide left. Foster, the running back, on first, and it's a handoff to Marquay Foster up the middle, and he will pick up Nick Garner of 5 yards for the 26-yard line. Second down and 5 for TCU. That's the 26. Foster remains the running back. He'll line up as a receiver in the slot. Allborn making a defensive substitution. DeAndre Gilbert comes back actually. Quarterback looking over the fence and then pass the up the middle. Here we go. Where the Longhorns have passed it for a touchdown. There's plenty of time, 4-1 to go, and the Longhorns have all 3 timeouts. But
Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all.
remaining in the football game, the score is now TCU 33 and Texas 29.
So what else can come in this game? A deflected pass on second down and ends up in the TCU receiver's hands for a first down to third and about 6.
Well, on that play, second down play, Lawson got what they wanted to get a pass for a get a sack, but got pressure on Duggan, and Cooper got the blitz, and just fortunate for TCU that right there where the deflection went was Quentin Johnson for that catch.
We're only in the game 3, but those type of things, keep multiplying. Just crazy things that you continue to see. And unfortunately, we talked about what the offense needs to do. Did the opposite. We talked about what the defense needs to do. Did the opposite. Nonetheless, Texas has the ball with 4 minutes. So hopefully Cam Milligan pulls out the magic with his crew and find a way.
Here's the kickoff. This one is high, and it'll still be a touchback. It'll go out of the back of the end zone. So Longhorns going to need to drive it 75 yards here. 4:01 to go. They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. And Texas down 4, 33-29. Deontay. He was back there on the kickoff coverage, but Deontay will be there running back for the Longhorns. And Kate Brewer in at tight end for Texas. He'll line up the H-back set. Monte Woodard is wide right for Texas. They have 2 receivers on the short side, split left. One of those, Jake Smith, goes in motion. And Gallagher dumps the pass to Kate Brewer. Just can't get upfield, knocked off his feet after a 1-yard gain by Noah Daniels.
Those corners for TCU have been so good out on the edge.
Second down at 9 for the Longhorns. 3 receivers wide right, 1 on the short side, split left. Shotgun snap. Gallagher swings it out to Ingram. Turns upfield, flag goes down. Deontay goes down at the 28-yard line. Only a gain of 2, and there's a flag on the play also.
Well, Craig.
Here's the call.
Illegal substitution on the defense. More than 11 players on the field at the 5-yard penalty, 3 second down.
Great for Texas there. TCU couldn't get the 12-man off the field.
Yeah, well, Craig was, I think this is going to TCU, but that's a break for Texas.
Instead of being second down at 9, it'll be second and 4 to 31 with 36 to go. Now the clock will run. 2 receivers on the short side of the field, split to the left. 1 out wide right for Texas.
Stop.
All the way down in TCU territory to the 17-yard line. They'll mark it at the 16. A 53-yard handoff. Ingram first down, Gallagher to the 5, to the 5, and Ingram is down to the 1-yard line. Ingram, one play after the 50-yard catch and run, took 15 yards down to the 1-yard line.
And they just keep beating them after the long run. They're out of regular running backs.
First and goal, Texas at the TCU 1-yard line under 3 minutes to go. Oliver from the shotgun, stand to the snap, turn, hands it to Ingram, and he stuck. On a loss a yard back to the 2. TCU is saying they got the football, but there was no indication from the officials. I was thinking that they rolled Deontay down, but that TCU said they got the ball. It's a fumble. Well, certainly they will review this. As Ingram went down.
Well, Craig, the ball did come out. The question is, I heard the whistle, so is forward progress to stop or not? Now, 100% the ball came out late. Now it's just going to be a decision with the referee that if right there, they call for it to cover.
Well, he went up, did Keontae, and then after he hit the ball 1 yard loose, Corey Bentley hopped on it. They're going to review it. The ball was at the 1-yard line. There's 2:32 to go in the ball game. Wow. So they're going to have to review this.
So if it stands, TCU with 2:32 to go at their own 1. Texas has all their timeouts.
So this play is going to stand. In fact, it's not even going to be reviewed. So TCU will take over after the Keontae Ingram fumble. Inside the Horned Frog 1-yard line. Yep, you the big catch and run, and another big run. And got hit, the ball popped out, trying to go over the top. First down and 10. Darwin Barlow, the running back for TCU. Handoff is to Barlow, and the long one is off a gain of maybe 2. And Tom Herman uses the timeout here with 2:26 to go. First timeout called. Longhorns really have to come up with the stop here, using the timeouts to try to force a TCU punt and give them one last opportunity.
Well, and you wonder, does Sonny Cumbie have the guts to run some sort of play action and try to pop one and really put Texas in dire straits if they get a first down, and Texas has already used one of their timeouts.
At the 3-yard line. It'll be second down and 8 for the Horned Frogs.
I think it's a blind.
You think this would be the down to do it on second? There's the 3. Usually it wouldn't be as much of a surprise on third down.
On second down. From the line hash mark of the TCU 3. Kendrick Miller is the running back for the Horned Frogs. Max Duggan standing about 3 yards deep in his end zone. On second down and 8 for TCU. Duggan with the snap, turns, hands it to Miller, sweeps to the left side, trying to turn the play with a stiff arm. He's knocked down at the 4-yard line. Good open field move to knock him off his feet by Foster. And the Longhorns get their second timeout.
Texas calls their second timeout of the half. It'll be 30 seconds in left.
So here is third down coming up. And how big is this one? The ball is going to be at the 4-yard line, where it'll be third down and 7 coming up for TCU.
Yeah, well, just about the ball game. If Texas can't get a stop, they'd be down to one timeout and around 2 minutes to go. So, again, what is TCU willing to do with Duggan to try to convert this third down?
Ball will be placed on the left hash mark at the 4-yard line. It'll be third down and 7 for TCU. Horned Frogs will send 2 receivers out wide right. Putting 2 tight on the left. The Frogs in the backfield have Darwin Barlow. Out of the shotgun, Max Duggan. Third down and 7 from the TCU 4. Duggan has it, turns, hands it off, Tate Barber upfield. He's got the first down. Well, the Longhorns had it strung out, but they couldn't make the tackle in time, and now TCU has it. They'll probably run out the clock here with 2:14 to go.
And once he was able to make that turn upfield, it's going to be hard to stop him.
First and 10, TCU at the 13-yard line. It was a 9-yard gain on third down and 7. And that may be enough to do it. They're certainly going to run the clock down on this one. But at 2 minutes right now, the Longhorns can only stop it one more time. But first down and 10 for the Frogs. Will take their time, play clock under 10. Duggan, the shotgun, has Darwin Barlow offset to his right. On first down, Duggan has a turn, hands to Barlow on the left side, trying to keep away from Chappie. He's down at the 14-yard line. Longhorns call a final timeout with 1:38 to go. Joseph Osai on the tackle.
Timeout. Texas. Their third and final of the game. It'll be 60 seconds and late.
Well, obviously the heartbreak here for the Longhorns if they can't somehow come up with some sort of a miracle is not only what happened there on the fumble there inside the 1, but as you mentioned, Roger, 2 golden opportunities there with the football in the second half, and could not drive it into position, and it did a really good job defensively holding TCU without a touchdown until that final drive.
Yeah, too many mistakes, penalties at really bad times, even though TCU has more penalties and more penalty yardage, but you hit that big one to Keontae Ingram, and then he follows it up down to the 1-yard line, and just had that ball jarred loose. Looked like he was going to be down at about the half-yard line, but he was still on his feet going forward when they got the ball loose.
Assuming the Longhorns don't give up another first down, which would obviously ice it, TCU could run 2 plays. They would have to run a fourth down play, but they might be able to run all the time out if, of course, the clock kept moving. 1:38 to go. It's second down and 9 from the 14. So Duggan from the shotgun on second down. We'll have the snap. Marquay Foster's there where he gets the carry and still pushing the pile. Always got to get him to the turf. They got to get him down. Finally, it's down for 90 seconds to go, but well, they got to get him to the ground quicker to even have an opportunity to make TCU have to run a fourth down play.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to get the football out, but to your point, that keeps him up on his feet.
Yeah, they can almost run it completely out here, especially if they're able to just take a little time. Third down for TCU. Down to a minute to go in the ball game. Duggan will marshal his troops and get them into position. Foster in the backfield with him. On third down, passes, turns, hands to Marquay Foster. Longworth bring it down quickly. And they don't have to run a play until there's about 7 seconds going. They'll probably run it all the way down and call a timeout before one would imagine punting on fourth down. So TCU will run this all the way down before calling a timeout, one would imagine, and then probably punt it on fourth down.
Or take a safety.
Or take a safety, which they could do.
Could probably ice the clock with that.
Yep, they could run it. They would only need to kill, I think, about 7 seconds. Maybe less than that. They have only to kill 6 seconds.
Timeout. TCU. It'll be 30 seconds if they're in.
So they'll have this fourth down coming up, and let's see what the Horned Frogs choose to do. Will they leave the offense on the field or line up the punt? They do have Jordy Sandy, the punter, out there, but as we mentioned, there's a decent chance they may just try to have Sandy roll around and take the time off the clock to end the ballgame. 6 seconds to go, and TCU to punt on fourth down from its own 15-yard line. And now another timeout to be called. We'll take one as well. The score, TCU 33, Texas 29. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Geico presents Monster Counseling.
Dracula, tell me how you're feeling.
No one understands how lonely it is. No one will even let me into their house. I knock and I knock, but they don't.
Lock right there.
take a knee.
Yep, on one and time down. And they can do that, and that'll end it. So he said the result of the play is a safety. But if you're going to have the penalty, that would be
PNFO.
yeah. There's just been a lot of confusion today with this officiating crew. They've had a lot of conferences. They've had two flags that after a penalty was announced, then announced that there was no penalty. So there's been a great deal of confusion today, and I think this is as much a timing play as anything. If you're going to run one untied down, it would be after the safety, which would be a free kick, and then they could just whip it.
So when you say half the distance,
That which makes no sense. It can't be half the distance. And there it is. So that safety ends the ball game. The final score is 33-4 because of that. And
We did?
TCU won.
the Longhorns suffered the first loss of the season. He was 1-1 for the final score 33-31. TCU with the victory. So just a tough one to stomach there, Roger. The Longhorns fought all the way back to take the lead. Then got to stop and had a chance to try to at least run clock, build on that lead, or at least run some clock down. Couldn't do it. Gave it up. TCU throw back the other way. Scored the touchdown, and then the Longhorns looked like they were positioned to take the lead, had the fumble inside the 1-yard line, and TCU able to run it out and take a safety and make it a final margin of 2 points.
yeah, and ironically, they pop a couple of big plays, which have been hard to come by, and it gets them down inside the 5-yard line. A golden opportunity with the ball and with the lead, and couldn't do anything with it. Couldn't even burn get some field position and burn a little block.
So the Longhorns suffer the first loss of the season. Right now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification live from Austin, Texas. You're listening to Longhorn football from Winterfield IMG College. News Radio 1200 WOAI, San Antonio, and iHeart Radio Station. With the loss, the Longhorns dropped to 2-1. TCU's 1-1 with the victory. Final score this afternoon here in Austin: the TCU Horned Frogs 33, the Texas Longhorns 31. AT&T is a proud sponsor of Texas Athletics. AT&T 5G, the official 5G wireless network of Texas Athletics. We invite you to stay tuned for the postgame show featuring exclusive interviews with head coach Tom Herman and Longhorn players, plus Victoria Conway will get you.
I want to see that play. Let's watch the highlights.
Teams up with added clean hand sanitizer. Added clean effectively inactivates viruses and eliminates
Welcome back to the year at Royal Texas Memorial Stadium. Quan Cosby is running from the Texas locker room with head coach Tom Herman coming up in a few minutes. But it's a
Yeah, it's easy to point out particular moments, but this was kind of a start-to-finish struggle on offense, and defense made some plays, but had a lot of trouble with Max Duggan. Duggan, both in the pass game at times, and when he ran the ball, and then the exclamation point for his running ability was that touchdown to give them the lead again. So certainly had their share, even though it looked like things were getting away and nothing was going their way, but
well, you know, one of the interesting things about this is that the Longhorn defense gave up a lot of yardage in the first half and wound up giving up 20 points. Did a decent job at times in trying to limit TCU between the 20s or certainly between the 10s. They forced the Horned Frogs to settle for 4 field goals and really going before that final drive for TCU had only allowed 2 field goals in the second half. And that's an defensive play to be able to come back and take its first lead until that last TCU drive.
And that's when you start looking at moments and you know, penalties twice on big plays, ineligible players downfield for Texas, pass interference penalty, unsportsmanlike, the shot to the head of Duggan, I believe that was the third down play that extended their drive. So you know, you hate for heading into week 4 that you can things up, but they can go back to work and try to get right. I don't think if anybody goes undefeated in the Big 12, then only everybody else can have at least one loss. But you still are playing for a spot in the Big 12 championship without question.
Yeah, and we're seeing that happen, including something that just happened in Morgantown, believe it or not. So with the Baylor-West Virginia game, more than a half quarter ahead of the Texas game, the Texas game wound up finishing ahead of the Baylor-West Virginia game because of overtime. The Victoria Conway will have details on that coming up. In the meantime, the Longhorns know, of course, they've got to turn it around and start getting ready because we all know what's coming next week.
Well, it's interesting that there's no more conversation about looking ahead. I think that's a long time ago. But you got Oklahoma. You know what it means. What it means right now is trying to get to 1 and 2-1 in Big 12 play. Other than that, you know, everything else is for other people to worry about. This football team is going to try to get to 3-1 because you get that second loss. Then all of a sudden, you know, things, you know, you need some help along the way, most likely.
So the Longhorns suffered the first loss. They're 1-1 in the Big 12. They are 2-1 overall. TCU is 1-1 in the Big 12. They are 1-1 overall as the Longhorns fall with TCU Horned Frogs this afternoon, 33-31. And as we mentioned, of course, we'll have a lot more coming up from here in Austin. Our post-game coverage will bring you interviews with head coach Tom Herman and Longhorn players. And then, as we mentioned, Victoria Conway will give us caught up on scores going on around the Big 12 Conference and across the country as well. So stay with us. All that and more coming up. Texas falls this afternoon to TCU, the final 33-31. You're listening to Longhorns football on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield IMG College.
Does learning a language feel like this? No habla español? ¿Es hablo? ¿Es hablo? Yeah, it's good day, good morning, I think.
I can say je m'appelle David, but that's probably it.
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
This year is my year to get fluent in Spanish, and Babbel is definitely going to help me do that. The app is so easy to use, and it's so practical. It helps you learn things that you will actually need. So my husband is from Guatemala. I'll apply what I've learned with Babbel to our real life situation. I've tried other language learning apps, and nothing really stuck. Babbel's been a complete game changer for me. Hoy es miércoles y el clima está muy bueno afuera. Estoy con fome. No tomé café de mañana.
Je suis des États-Unis et du Mieux.
Now try Babbel for free. Just go to...
Or punch up Billy Madison on demand on the Kiss Rocks app. Oh yeah, there's a 24/7 loop of the latest show and full show podcasts too. So have a laugh with a Billy Madison show anytime you want it. On a station that's been laughed at more than Pornhub's comment section. 99.5 Kiss.
Ready to start your new career? Thomas J. Henry is one of the largest legal employers in Texas, and Glassdoor named us one of the best places to work in the nation for 2020. Apply today at tjhlaw.com. That's tjhlaw.com. San Antonio, Texas.
from surprisingly great rates. We give this song surprisingly great ratings.
Imagine when you were younger and full of testosterone. You can be again with the Male Medical Group. You don't have to sit around thinking about those days. You could be living them. With TRT from the Male Medical Group, that's testosterone replacement therapy. But to look and feel great again, you have to check out the Male Medical Group online at malemedicalgroup.com. Or you can call them 210-904-2000. Stop imagining. Contact Male Medical Group today. Tell them Billy sent you for $100 towards Male Medical Group services.
2020 Acura's must go. The model year independent, your Central Texas Acura dealer, Gun Acura. Get 0.9% APR and the most aggressive leasing deals of the year on 2020 Acura models. Shop Gun Acura. APR offer exclusive VMC edition. Rise to